What's up, Rams? My name's Ryan Crist, and we're back on another fantastic Thursday where we're talking all things entertainment. Stranger Things, the primetime.
Have you seen Stranger Things, Ryan?
Yes, Jared. I have seen Stranger Things. I was just
what
about
about the
to talk.
part where like he's in the Upside Down?
I did see that.
Well,
that was a great.
And then Barb when she was in Upside Down as well. Did you see that part?
I did see that part. I'm about to
and
talk
don't
about
even get me
Stranger-
started on Nancy.
Okay. Thank you for telling me, but we need to keep going with the show. Thank you for.
Okay. Let me know when you watch it. Let me know when you watch it.
I have seen it, but okay. Anyways, the primetime Emmy-winning show that no matter how many times you've seen it, people will still recommend it to you is in hot water. It has been praised for its originality about 80s kids fighting demons is now faced with a lawsuit on plagiarism. A filmmaker named Charlie Kessler claims the Duffer Brothers ripped off his idea for a Netflix show. Kessler made a short film back in 2012 called Montauk based on government experiments. At a party at the Tribeca Film Festival, Kessler pitched a TV show version of this movie about a boy who gets lost, a cop with a troubled past, all centered around government experiments. Sound familiar? Well, it should, because that is the main plot points of Stranger Things. As of now, Netflix and the Duffer Brothers have not commented on these strange allegations. It's official. Channing Tatum and Jenna Dewan are splitting up after 9 years of marriage. These two actors met in 2005 on Step Up, the dance film, where they both played two different high schoolers on opposite sides of the track. The couple released a long post on Twitter explaining everything so they could keep their fans updated. They said, "We are still a family, and we will always be loving, dedicated parents to Everly. We won't be commenting beyond this, and we thank you all in advance for respecting our family's privacy. Sending lots of love to everyone, Chan and Jenna." This news came as a shock to many because everyone saw it as a perfect marriage. And then Jenna was quoted saying, "When people say you guys have such a perfect life, I want to scream and tell them no one's perfect." Well, these quotes are all that we'll have to know for now. I guess all we can say is Jenna wasn't the one for Channing anymore. In case you didn't know, the ASCSU elections were last night where the student body voted for their next president. While some voted for the real candidate options, others decided to write in who they thought should be president. This is one of many write-ins, but these were the most popular presidential write-ins. Coming in at fifth place was none selected, with almost 50 people voting for no one. But don't get that confused with our seventh place winner of none with 2 votes. There's also Noah Ottersetter, who got 20 votes. Now, I don't know who Noah is. All I know is that he goes here and he's some guy from Lakewood. Some other funny presidential votes that weren't on this list were Harambe, 30 to 33 Squirrels, Mr. Poopy Butthole, Tony Frank, and my personal favorite, all of ASCSU operates in the shadows. Some of other ones for Speaker of the Senate were none selected at 77 votes, Harambe at 4, Donald Duck at 3, Eric Cartman at 2, then of course, someone wrote in, "This is a big joke," and everyone's favorite senator, a bag of chips. I wonder what a bag of chips would do if it won president. Would they just put it on the presidential chair, or would we get to vote on what type of bag of chips? I mean, I'd vote for Doritos. This past weekend, these local brewers came together to create awareness for our water.
Good water equals good beer.
At the Carnegie Center for Creativity, the Pooter Heritage Alliance was having their first Pooter Pour Brew Fest. But this wasn't your typical brew fest. This brew fest features 11 local breweries, live music, education, and learning centers, and even activities for kids, all to spread the word that good water equals good beer.
So we have to try to take care of the water that we have and utilize it to the best of our abilities, whether it be in agriculture or industry or in recreation and natural resources. The water is important for all of us, and it's the only reason we're here.
How are local breweries helping spread the word to keep the Pooter River healthy?
A lot of residents here love the craft beer culture. We can serve as a conduit for them to educate themselves about the importance of the river, and we have this awesome craft beer soapbox to be able to spread the word.
With Colorado at the top of the watershed and new changes to the Pooter River like the Whitewater Park, maintaining our water's health is important more so than ever.
We realize that we need to drink water. We realize we want to shower, and sometimes there's days when you can't have those water issues. But I don't think people realize that water is in everything. It's in the clothes you wear. It's in the carpet that you walk on. It's in everything, and without it, nothing would be here.
To learn more about our water, go to thepoudreheritage.org. Now I'm joined here with Skylar Richardson, the director of the CSU Fashion Show. And thank you for coming on the show with us.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. So as we know, Spectrum, the fashion show, is tomorrow, and this is our annual fashion show. So what can we expect with tomorrow?
Oh my gosh, there's so much. Well, the 4 committees have been working tirelessly to produce a spectacular show. So we have sponsorship committee, model and garment. There is publicity, which I have worked most closely with, and then there's stage and set design. And they are all currently at the Lincoln Center right now, setting up and going through rehearsals with all of the models. We have over 60 models, and there's 24 senior collections.
That's awesome. So what will be different from last year? So, because I went last year and covered it, and it was a great show, but what will be different? What can we expect to be different this year?
Well, the stage and set design is a little different because our theme is Spectrum, so that kind of encapsulates diversity and all the diversity of the garments themselves, and we're trying to capture series of light on the stage. So we have a very big projector up. There's going to be 3 different triangles under which the models will walk. And I think just the overall vibe is much bigger this year because of the 24 collections versus the 14 that we had last year.
Awesome. I will ask one last quick question. So last year, there was, of course, the parachute collection, which was very unique. It was donated, and it looked amazing. Do we have any unique collections like that this year?
Well, we do have the parachute designs. They're donated from Aspen Point out of Longmont, Colorado. The recycled parachutes from veterans, and the junior draping class produces these every year. So that will actually start the show this year. Wow. This is the first time that draping will start the show. And ultimately, it's a whole myriad of collections. There is a men's collection this year. Children will have little ones walking on stage alongside some of our models. There's many plus-size collections, one bathing suit collection, so tune in for that. But yeah, it's just really going to stand out, all of them.
That's awesome. Well, that is all the time we have for. Thank you so much for coming on the show, Skylar.
Thank you.
And make sure to stay tuned for Monday Night Sports Show and Tuesday for Lauren Wilson's coverage on Spectrum, the fashion show. And have a great night, Rams.